Welcome back, guys. Another update on the crypto world. So, massive news this morning when I woke up was the Visa news, where where is it? Hold on. The Visa is now accepting payments on crypto. Now, as you can tell, that we had a green morning on the trading side, thanks to this news. It was inevitable, as MasterCard, Visa and PayPal merchant payments have all been discussing onboarding Bitcoin. Now, there was a bit of negative news over the weekend about this. Now, with this fraud, this was nothing to do with Bitcoin itself. This is only scammers, ultimately. You're always going to get this, especially in something where it's hard to monitor. But this got a bit of bad press over the weekend, and I know a few friends of mine were a bit worried about it and actually sold some of their crypto. On hearing things like this, it certainly doesn't help the mainstream onboarding of crypto. But you're always going to get this. You're always going to get things like this, but hopefully it will be sorted quickly and then closed down. There's always going to be scammers when there's money to be made, but not to worry, as Bitcoin's not to blame for this. It's just someone trying to con someone out of money, or quite a lot of money. So yeah, I wouldn't bother. If there was something serious about all this, then you're not going to get news of things like Visa. Now, Visa allowing these payments is going to be huge for crypto, absolutely huge. Now, we did see some of those gains this morning. When I woke up, we're sitting down here. Now, the CME gap was round about the 54, so that was due to be closed, as we've had about 20 consecutive weeks of this being closed, the gap closed in a Monday morning. So it was due to come down to close that gap of 54. But then on this announcement of the Visa news, as you can see, massive green candles all the way up, so lots of money to be made there. So nothing to worry about with terms of this, but focus on the positive news. Now, there's going to be lots more announcements in the coming days, weeks and months. When Visa announces these payments and the amount of the user base of Visa, there's going to be more trust in crypto when you've got companies backing it, such as Visa, MasterCard, PayPal. This is going to open to a new group of people. This is not just the normal retail investors. This is just the normal everyday people that spend their money day to day on these cards. This is just going to be, there's going to be more and more news of this every day. So positive news. Now, I did have a look at this morning. We were down on this earlier, so we're probably up a wee bit more than when I last checked. Now, this Ethereum still seems to be held back because of these gas fees. Now, they keep calling for $2,500 on this. It's looking more and more unlikely that we're going to break this. Now, we might eventually, but one of the tokens I would say has got potential to rival the market cap of this is Avalanche. Now, Avalanche has got a market cap of 3 billion. So even a 10x on that to 37 billion, you would probably need a 50x to get to the same market cap as Ethereum, but this is more advanced on the blockchain. So I would say Avalanche, even Cardano, there's news coming out for Cardano, but this Africa deal, everything seems to be taking a long time to be implemented with Cardano, and I think a lot of investors are losing interest through time, and then they pull their money back out into something else. Then we get a short burst, money comes back in, money goes back out. We're still, we're looking good here, but 38 billion market cap. I would say if Cardano can get to 38 billion market cap, then Avalanche could easily match 38 billion. So that would be a nice wee 10x investment on that. So definitely worth a watch. There's more and more of these coming on all the time, so I would keep an eye. Also, Engine Coin. Now look at the difference in market cap between those. There's definitely room for all these to come up, and I think as soon as Bitcoin starts coming up more, I think we're going to get more of these increases, more and more. Sandbox is another one, potentially could go to 2 billion market cap. So if you're willing to trade these, albeit very risky, you could put some leverage trade through Binance and make some amazing gains just in a short term. So worth the watch, I would say. Some news coming up. Keep an eye on this coin market calendar with all these news coming up with different things. Terra Luna's done well recently, Neo's done well, Avalanche I would say is one of the best ones to watch at the moment. I'm trying to do a small amount of trading with a small amount of money that I've set aside from a holding portfolio to try and maximise my gains. Although very risky, could be worth it potentially. If all you need to do is get one of those increasing tokens that's just came out and you're off to. I always say that if you watch, I've got the Market Cipher indicator, which has a lot of them on it, but doesn't have all of the tokens. So you can watch a lot of the futures crypto, but it doesn't have them all. So I would say, for me personally, watching this on Market Cipher gives you a good start of what ones are possibly going to increase. Between this and Bybit, Bybit's good for the Bitcoin and Ethereum. I trade some on Bybit, I trade some on Binance, but overall you've just got to keep an eye on the market, see where they're going. But I also have Nexo as being my main hodl portfolio for, in terms of the staking, in terms of the dividend, in terms of the increase in Nexo tokens. I personally think the more Nexo becomes more mainstream and talked about, at the moment there's not a lot of people talking about Nexo. You've maybe get more BlockFi, Celsius, various other ones that possibly could rival, but I would say, I only use Nexo due to the rates that you get on the tokens that I have already. It seems to work best for me. Now, I don't know whether other YouTubers talk about BlockFi because they may have had better experience with BlockFi, or there may be in an affiliate program for trying to promote BlockFi. Like I said, there's not many people talk about Nexo, but me personally, I think with the increase in the token, so therefore from since January, 70 pence and we're up at $2.59, and possibly could go double again to maybe $5. So you're getting a good return on the token, you're getting returns on you're getting daily interest paid on your crypto, and you get a dividend every year on your Nexo coins. So for hodling, for me personally, safest place for me to keep it. Now keep an eye on Nexo, because I would say this is one of the future exchanges to hold, and you can now register for a card, a MasterCard. So when you buy day-to-day pay with your any fiat currency, Bitcoin, any crypto that you're holding on Nexo, you can pay with your MasterCard in a retailer, in any store, and you will get 2% instant cash back on your crypto, which is another incentive to hold that. So I think overall things are looking very bullish, although some days we do have slow days, other days we have good days, but I would say overall the trend is looking good, and hopefully in the next few weeks we're going to see big gains. April historically is a good month for crypto, but again we can't always compare with the future because things change. You get more, I would say, more adoption into crypto this year than we have before. So if the trend is maintaining the same, then we're in for a really good bullish month, but we just need to wait and see. Hopefully everything will continue to go up, and if any time there'll be any downtrend, if you keep an eye on it through say Binance, you can always put a wee short position in, like I always try to do, just to make up for the loss on your portfolio, because it is sore when you see a lot of the, if there's a red day and you're holding quite a few different tokens, it's quite painful seeing that. So if you could put in wee short positions, maybe low leverage, bringing it down, then if there's a wee gain to be had, then it's always something. Then when the price is going back up, just put it back into your holding position, and overall you should see everything increase. So keep an eye on it and see what happens. So, but if there's any questions, like anything you can think of, just let me know and we'll try and discuss it in the next video. I am trying to build up more knowledge on these trades and tokens, so it would be good to combine knowledge, and we will try and do this. Okay guys.